Welcome back to Hydrohaven. Today we're exploring the Amish approach to soil restoration, a method that has produced some of the most fertile and productive farmland in America. Their secret isn't complex or expensive. It's understanding soil as a living ecosystem and nurturing it through consistent organic matter enrichment. Let's dive right into how you can transform even the most depleted soil using these time-tested techniques. The cornerstone of the Amish soil improvement method is what many Amish farmers call the layered organic matter system. This approach mimics forest floor development but accelerates it dramatically. Here's how to implement it in your garden. Start with a 2-inch layer of partially decomposed compost directly on your existing soil. Unlike conventional gardening advice that suggests tilling amendments in, the Amish method often minimizes soil disturbance. Instead, they layer materials and let soil organisms do the work of incorporation. This preserves soil structure and the delicate fungal networks that transport nutrients to plant roots. Next, add a 1-inch layer of aged manure, preferably from herbivores like horses, cows, or rabbits. The Amish carefully age manure for at least 6 months before application to prevent nitrogen burn and eliminate pathogens. Fresh manure can damage plants and introduce harmful bacteria, so patience in this step is essential. Follow with a 2-inch layer of partially decomposed organic material like leaves, straw, or hay. These carbon-rich materials balance the nitrogen from the manure layer and provide long-lasting organic matter that gradually breaks down, feeding soil life for months. Finally, top with a thin layer of topsoil or finished compost to prevent nitrogen loss and provide immediate habitat for beneficial microorganisms. This complete soil sandwich creates ideal conditions for biological activity while immediately improving water retention and soil structure. Worm castings, the living soil catalyst. Perhaps the most powerful element in the Amish soil improvement system is their strategic use of worm castings. Often referred to as nature's perfect plant food, worm castings are the digestive byproduct of earthworms and contain a concentrated mixture of beneficial microbes, enzymes, and plant nutrients in forms immediately available to plants. In traditional Amish gardens, earthworms are actively cultivated rather than just welcomed. Many Amish farmers maintain dedicated worm beds near their gardens, feeding them kitchen scraps and garden waste throughout the year. The resulting castings are then harvested and used as a powerful soil amendment and plant growth stimulant. To incorporate worm castings Amish style, add a thin layer, about a 1/4 inch, directly around your plants during the growing season. This small amount is remarkably effective because castings contain growth hormones like auxins and cytokinins that stimulate plant growth and improve stress resistance. The microbial life in castings also helps suppress soil-borne diseases and pests naturally. What makes worm castings particularly valuable in the Amish system is their role in establishing beneficial fungal networks. For struggling gardens, the Amish often use a worm casting tea as a rescue treatment. Simply steep 1 cup of castings in a gallon of dechlorinated water for 24 hours, then strain and apply this living water directly to plants. The resulting solution delivers an immediate boost of beneficial microbes and soluble nutrients to revitalize stressed plants. Wood ash, the mineral replenisher. Wood ash is another cornerstone of the Amish soil improvement system. With their tradition of wood heating, Amish farms have abundant supplies of this valuable amendment. Unlike many modern gardeners who view wood ash as waste, the Amish understand its profound value for soil mineral balance. Wood ash contains significant amounts of potassium, calcium, magnesium, and various trace minerals, elements often depleted in intensively cultivated soils. The Amish approach is to apply wood ash deliberately and strategically rather than randomly. They typically apply about 5 pounds of wood ash per 100 square feet of garden annually, focusing on crops that benefit from higher pH and additional potassium, such as tomatoes, peppers, and fruit trees. The timing of wood ash application is crucial in the Amish system. They typically apply it in fall or early winter, allowing rain and snow to slowly integrate the minerals into the soil before spring planting. One particularly effective Amish technique is creating what they call ash pockets when transplanting. They mix a small amount of wood ash, about a tablespoon, with the backfill soil when setting out tomatoes and other fruiting plants. An important caution the Amish observe: never mix wood ash with nitrogen-rich amendments like manure or blood meal. The resulting chemical reaction can release ammonia gas, wasting valuable nitrogen. They always apply ash and nitrogen sources separately, with at least a few weeks between applications. In the Amish soil improvement system, creating true humus, stable organic matter that resists further breakdown, is considered essential for long-term soil health. Unlike raw organic materials that decompose relatively quickly, humus persists in soil for decades, providing structural benefits and serving as a reservoir for nutrients and water. The Amish create humus through a specialized composting process that focuses on fungal decomposition rather than bacterial. They build compost piles with higher carbon to nitrogen ratios, around 30:1 rather than the conventional 25:1, and allow these piles to mature longer, often for 2 full years rather than just a few months. Amish gardeners apply finished humus at a rate of about 1 inch every 3 years, recognizing that this stable material doesn't need frequent replenishment. One distinctive Amish technique for building humus is their use of humus trenches. In fall, they dig trenches between crop rows and fill them with a mixture of fallen leaves, spent crop residues, and a small amount of soil. These trenches are then covered and left to decompose slowly through winter. By spring, this material has begun its transformation into stable humus, improving soil structure and fertility exactly where new crops will be planted. Another key element in the Amish soil improvement system is their sophisticated use of cover crops. Beyond the common practice of planting winter rye or clover, Amish farmers employ diverse cover crop mixes specifically tailored to address particular soil needs. For compacted soils, they use deep-rooted crops like daikon, radish, and alfalfa that can penetrate hardpan and create channels for water, air, and future plant roots. For nitrogen-depleted soils, they plant communities of various legumes, not just a single species, recognizing that different legumes form relationships with different nitrogen-fixing bacteria. For soils lacking organic matter, they grow high biomass crops, like sorghum Sudan grass, that produce abundant root and top growth. The Amish technique for terminating cover crops also differs from conventional approaches. Rather than tilling them under, they often use a roller crimper, a simple drum with blades, to crush the cover crop in place, creating a natural mulch layer. This preserves soil structure while slowly releasing nutrients as the material decomposes. Though not widely known outside their communities, many Amish farmers incorporate biochar into their soil improvement regimen. This specialized form of charcoal has been used for soil enhancement since ancient times, famously in the rich terra preta soils of the Amazon basin. The Amish make biochar by partially burning woody materials in low oxygen conditions, creating a highly porous carbon structure that persists in soil for hundreds or even thousands of years. Before adding it to gardens, they charge the biochar by soaking it in compost tea or liquid manure for several weeks. This fills the porous structure with nutrients and beneficial microbes, transforming it from an empty carbon matrix into a thriving microbial habitat. Typically applied at rates of about 5 to 10% by volume, biochar dramatically improves soil water retention, provides permanent habitat for beneficial microbes, and helps prevent nutrient leaching. The Amish value biochar particularly for its permanence. Unlike other amendments that need regular replenishment, biochar is truly a one-time application that benefits the soil for generations. The true power of the Amish soil improvement method lies not in any single technique, but in how these elements work together as an integrated system. Each component addresses different aspects of soil health while complementing the others. The organic matter layering provides immediate improvement and feeds soil life. Worm castings introduce beneficial biology that accelerates decomposition and nutrient cycling. Wood ash supplies minerals often lacking in organic systems. Humus creates stable structure and long-term resilience. Cover crops protect and enhance the soil between cash crop cycles. Biochar provides permanent infrastructure for microbial life. Together, these practices create what the Amish call perpetual soil, ground that maintains its fertility with minimal inputs once established. After the initial building phase, typically 2 to 3 years of intensive application, maintenance requires much less effort, with only occasional refreshing of organic materials needed to sustain remarkable productivity. The Amish soil improvement method reminds us that truly sustainable gardening works with natural processes rather than against them. By focusing on building living soil rather than simply feeding plants, you create a resilient system that becomes more productive over time rather than degrading. Implementing these techniques in your own garden means joining a tradition of land stewardship that spans generations. The Amish have maintained productive farms on the same land for centuries using these methods, demonstrating their effectiveness and sustainability. We at Hydrohaven believe these time-tested approaches deserve wider recognition in our modern gardening communities. If you found value in these insights, please subscribe to our channel for more traditional wisdom adapted for today's gardens. Share this video with fellow gardeners who might benefit from these gentle yet powerful soil building techniques. Remember, when we build soil health, we're not just growing better plants today, we're creating a living legacy for future generations of gardeners. Until next time, may your soil be rich, your harvest abundant, and your garden a place of joy and discovery.